All right, we're going to continue on with the new format discussion. And there's been a lot of hype around Sky Strikers, Altergeist, and the big sleeping giant out there, Goki, right now. Well, Ryan Ortiz sent this in to me, said, Robbie, profile this, talk about this. I want to help out people going forward into the 200th. So he played this in the previous round of the Zodiac tournament. I figured it would be worth it to kind of share this information with you guys so you guys can get a little bit more groundwork for where players are kind of going with the way that the format is shaping up. You got to remember, we're heading into that blind format right now. Players, they know what to expect to a degree, but the question that a lot of people I find asking themselves at this current point in time is, what do the decks look like? What do I need to be siding for? What's going on? We've seen builds out there on the Japan side that are playing Metaverse. They are playing Secret Village of Spellcasters. Now, Secret Village and Altergeist, they go fucking hand in hand, free as hell. The fact that as long as you control that spellcaster, your opponent's locked out of spell cards. Your opponent gets that spellcaster on the field, you know, you do get around that. A lot of people, weekend, I guarantee you, are going to be playing Clara and Rushka just because it's a link monster he gets access to in main phase 2. And the really cool thing about this is, it's a spellcaster. So if you've been wondering why you've probably been seeing more Clara and Rushka as of late, it's that immediate built-in out that every deck will have now, especially Sky Strikers, because locking your opponent out with Secret Village is actually pretty insane. Now, there's a lot of different variants of things that you can do with Altergeist. Ryan's build that we're going to be looking at here, definitely more built for facing the meta. There's no real trying to stop the opponent through effects like Secret Village. You're just going to be playing the game with standard hand traps. And as you see here, Ryan is on a relatively heavy count of hand traps, which is fine. I think between impermanences and hand traps, I think we've been talking about anywhere from 7 to 12 in builds. It depends on how extreme you want to go in this format. I mean, I'm counting impermanence as a hand trap as well. So you just have to decide which matchup you want to try to be the best for. And in a format where Magnite, Altergeist, Trickstar, and things like that are going to be the powerhouse against you, you're going to definitely need to make sure that these hand traps right here are going to be the best thing. I mean, especially since you have access to Ghost Reaper as one of your best hand traps in general. Being able to ping the opponent's Kagari, ping the opponent's Isolde. Yeah, there's a lot of good value in it. I mean, you can also rotate targets like Firewall, Summon Sorceress to try to stunt the opponent's plays. You have a lot of things going for you. So anyway, this is Ryan's current list. So, we have one copy of Kun Curry. I know a lot of people are very indifferent about playing this. I think one of it is absolutely fine right now. So when your opponent's monster declares an attack, if you control an Altergeist card, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate that attack. And if this card was special summoned, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls. Negate the effect of that card while this card is on the field. You get that mid-battle phase stop and attack, and I've only kind of started to realize just how good this card actually is. I don't think that 2 is correct. I think 1 is absolutely fine, because literally you should be able to search this and have this at access at literally all points in the game, so something to consider. 3 copies of Marionetter, being able to set any trap card that you need directly from the deck with Altergeist in the name is fantastic. And also the fact that you can toggle him out for other stuff is actually pretty fucking insane. So, staple. 3 copies of Melozeek, also staple. Attacking directly for the battle damage, and then being able to ping something. And then, to top things off, being able to, when he's sent to the graveyard, being able to recruit for something else from the deck. Insane value time. And then 3 copies of Multi-Faker. This is honestly what made the deck go round. If you activate a trap card except during damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If it's special summon, you can special summon 1 Altergeist monster from your deck. Your best turn 1 play, Infinite Impermanence. Your opponent, reveal the Multi-Faker. Go search for the Siliquidos, and then Siliquidos gives you the ability to bounce. So basically, as long as you open up the 2-card combo, you can stunt 2 plays on your opponent's turn, being able to bounce back something crucial to your opponent's play, and being able to negate something of the utmost of importance to you. So, actually pretty fucking cool. 2 copies of Siliquidos. You do not want to play more than this, honestly. Quick effect, target, run other Altergeist cards you control. Bounce it back to your hand, target 1 card your opponent controls, return to the hand. If this guy is sent to the graveyard, from the field and target one Altergeist spell or trap card in your graveyard, and it's your hand. I don't know why I said spell. So there's that. Hand traps. 3 copies of Ash Blossom. To be honest with you, you do not want to play 2 in this deck. This is not one of those 2 of decks. 3 is absolutely fucking fine. So there's that. Now, 2 copies of Ghost Ogre. I've kind of started to see this become a thing a lot more now. In particular, Ghost Ogre is good in certain matchups, but it feels very clunky as a 3 of. I think 2 is that potential ground for success for this format, especially since you have Ghost Reaper. So 2 of this is fine. It's the weakest of the hand traps, especially in this deck, I feel, at times. So keep that in mind. You can get away with 2 ogres. It's almost as good as 3 in some situations. Now, what was it? I saw couple people playing this in Altergeist. I didn't think much about it. And then when you start watching them play it, it's like, oh shit, kill your opponent's Kagari. You go into such a better position. Kill your opponent's key card while you're still bouncing back things. I think a lot of people misinterpret the cool things that this deck can do because this deck is very anti-meta. The bounce aspect to control the opponent is so much what we look for in a stun deck. And having a hand trap to paralyze the opponent, almost as powerful as Ghost Reaper. I definitely, when I look at this card, it's like, alright, what kind of deck can I put this in? And in a control deck like this, I think something like this is the best place for this. So 3 cherries is definitely going to be a powerhouse for this. 1 copy of 1 for 1. Honestly, you have enough monsters to fuel this. You should probably continue to play this. Just being able to get out the Melozeek is fine. 2 copies of Desires. I've seen some people playing 1. I think 2 is fine. If you draw Desires with Desires, you're just incredibly, terribly cursed, honestly. 2 copies of Duality. Yeah, you don't really special summon turn 1 unless you need to toggle out Melozeek for Link Karibo. So just honestly a very powerful extender for things. Now, 1 Manifestation, Triple Protocol. We're going into that format now to where people are going to be a lot more hand trap heavy. Being able to make sure that your card effects cannot be acted or negated. Yeah, that's what I want in life. Manifestation as a 1 of is fine. It's not like you can't recur it back itself. It's just kind of one of those, I can revive something, it's fine. But yeah, this 3-1 ratio is fine. I've seen some people being weird and playing 2 Protocol. It's kind of up to you. That negation's pretty fucking spicy. Now this build's playing 3 Heavy Storm Duster. Once again, when you're going into the format and you're expecting Sky Striker to be the best deck, value built into 1 card. It sucks when you lose the potential battle phase, but we're always end phasing this anyway, so we have no issues here. 1 copy of Imperial Order. I mean, we're on 5 spells. Why would we not be playing one of the best cards we have access to? Triple copies of Impermanence, mandatory staple. Triple Personal Spoofing, staple. And then 2 copies of Rivalry. 2's fine. I don't see any issue with wanting to dedicate more resources to this. Just understand when you're playing this, it is a floodgate. It doesn't really matter. I mean, unless some world where you have to try to normal summon to link out, but you should be fine underneath your spellcaster typing. The extra deck, pretty built-in staple here. We have 1 Kagari, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Unicron, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 Isolde, 1 Clara and Rushka, 1 Borreload, 2 Hextia, 1 Akishik, 1 Totally Awesome, 1 Dante, 1 Nova, and 1 Makaba. Basically, he's using the entire extra deck of Sherry's targets in addition to the standardized toolbox that we've kind of come to know and love from Altergeist. Now, the side deck here. Triple Droll and Lockbird. Once again, I mean, we're at the stage in the format now, people are like, I don't really want to try Droll in the main deck, so we'll just put it in the side deck. They're kind of exploring things at the moment, so this is fine. Triple Inspector Border. Yeah, Inspector Gadget's really fucking good right now. This with Altergeist as a stun monster is actually insane. Definitely one of the most powerful cards that you can be siding for this format, just as a pure blowout to your opponent in certain games. Triple Sphere Mode. People are still very wary of the Goki U-Link, and I can't blame them. A lot of people are still turning to this. Is 3 the number? As long as you want to see it and you're worried, yes. Triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone. This deck doesn't want to discard as much. They like their cards in hand, honestly. So something I appreciate. Cosmic value. And then 3 copies of Evenly Matched, because we want to go second and blow our opponent out as hard as we physically can. And it's amazing just how much value you get from Evenly Matched as a card. So guys, this is Ryan's Altergeist list. I hope you guys will give this some time. Please leave a comment down below. I would like to hear what you guys have to say about this list. And guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.